So I was gonna make a video kind of sharing like some of the stuff that I've learned as my rookie year on the Korn Ferry Tour, and maybe I'll go over some of that stuff here in this video, maybe just touch on it here or there. But there was something else this year that happened that really just kind of took me by surprise, and I never thought of this to potentially be a scenario. For a long time, I've always had like this overarching thing, the whole like my visa problems before I went to go live in New Zealand last year and played how I played in China and earned my way back here. Like that was such a big part of why I took the risks that I did, why I started my YouTube channel, why I pushed so hard with golf, why I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder, like I felt like I needed to prove people wrong, like no, you're wrong, I am good enough. And I gotta admit, once I was able to come back to the US because I played well in China, I almost felt like I beat like a final boss in life. What I didn't realize is, and I never even thought to even consider this, was that situation, that mission that I had in 2019, 2018 was so significant. Once I came back to the US and I finally beat that thing, it's like I have this thing that's missing in a place that was so significant to me, such a driving factor to me. It just felt so weird. And obviously I never considered to think this, like why would I think about what happens after? I finally had a chance to beat this stupid thing that's been bogging me down for so long. Forget what happens after, beat this thing now. You have an opportunity to get rid of this thing right now. Think about what's gonna happen later. Like why would I think about what's gonna happen after? Now to clarify, I didn't really think that during the season. I just kind of like shifted over my focus to like improving my status and kind of just solidifying my spot out there on the Korn Ferry Tour. But I'm feeling it more now that it's off season and just like settling down here. And that's where I have some big ideas and big plans for this YouTube channel. But first of all, to you guys that have found me through Garrett the last few days, first of all, welcome. Glad me and Garrett got to make that happen. We both had a good time doing that. But you know what, instead of making like this long video with like cool edits, I'm literally just like talking in this video. So like you don't even really have to even watch this video, you can just listen. But I have some big things coming and I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I'm not gonna make this long, but basically I've been really entertaining the thought of hiring a videographer and editor, and I've pretty much done that right now. I've already been working with him, so I mean that's gonna help me, you know, because if you guys look through my channel, I've been very sporadic with how often I upload, and it's just been really hard for me to do all this stuff all by myself. Like I mean, I've been editing by myself, filming, planning. For that video with Garrett, I literally pulled an all-nighter. I've just come to realize I really just can't do this anymore by myself, so I think it'll help big time in terms of how many videos I can get out. And along with this, if I have a videographer and editor helping me out with this stuff, I can add more and more stuff to my course management program. I'm not trying to be like salesy, this feels so icky that I'm doing this right now, but I can add more and more stuff with the course management program, have like other pros come onto the course management program and share what they're thinking in their heads before every shot, different situations, scenarios. And I want to take a different approach to that thing. Like instead of making a bunch of discounts and sales, I want to make that thing so good that the price that it is right now, it's gonna feel like it's too cheap. That's what I want to try to do. I want to take a different approach and make that course management program so good and just keep the price where it is and just keep adding value to it. And I think it'll be well worth the money. I feel so icky for trying to make this thing like a sales thing. That's not what it is. I'm just sharing with you guys like the ideas I have and the potential pathways I can take with this thing, and I just genuinely just think this could be a big thing for my channel. Again, I'm not someone that likes to count my chickens before they hatch, so you know, we'll see how this whole thing goes. But this way I can like make videos of during the season, just showing like the day-to-day behind the scenes stuff that we do as pros. I can't do anything on the course because that's passing the line. I can't, like, that's me doing my job. I can't be mixing those lines like that. But you know, just the day-to-day stuff like outside of golf, you guys can get a good sneak peek of that. I have a videographer with me, and honestly guys, like I've been really struggling and wrestling with this idea in my head because like, come on man, hiring a videographer, like dude, who do you think you are? You're just some random guy on the Korn Ferry Tour. Chill out, bro. But you know, I've kind of come to realize over the years, usually that little devil on your shoulder is trying to make you go do things, and that's the things that you probably shouldn't be listening to, that little devil on the shoulder. But when that little devil on your shoulder is trying to keep you away from doing things, I've come to realize that you're probably on the right track. That little devil is just like, that's just you doubting yourself, doubting your ideas that you have. And I just feel like there's probably, I'm taking a bet on this. I'm taking a bet on, I think people will be interested to see kind of like the behind the scenes stuff of like a pro golfer, like day-to-day stuff, just like hanging out with other pros or whatever. Like I think there's a genuine thirst for that no one else is doing. And you know, I'm just kind of taking a bet on it. This is going to cost a good bit of money, but I'm okay with going going into the negatives if I have an idea that I really think there's a lot of potential with. And that's what I have with this idea, with this hiring a videographer and editor and everything. But like I said, I was going to try to recap a little bit of the Korn Ferry season I had this year. This is my rookie year on the Korn Ferry Tour, and I kind of had to go out there and prove myself. And, well, unfortunately, let's not beat around the bush here. I didn't really have a good season and didn't really quite prove myself. And so my status next year in 2021 probably isn't going to be all that great. And I'm probably going to have to play a bunch of Monday qualifiers. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not really looking forward to it. But what I think that I could possibly do is if this is successful and I have that videographer coming around with me and helping me with the edits, and it'll be something like a 1 video per week thing or something like that, I feel like this could potentially like offset the costs of me playing all these Monday qualifiers. Because the thing with the Monday qualifiers that I'm going to be playing next year, because I have no other choice next year, is if I have to go drop $1,000 to go travel and pay off for all this expenses for the week to go play in a tournament, all about it, because I'm about to, try to go win some money. Like, there's a return on investment. For these Monday qualifiers, I'm having a hard time getting myself to play these Monday qualifiers, even though I have no choice, because, guys, like, there's no return on investment on those. Like, I'm dropping a little under $1,000 to go play these Monday qualifiers, and there's no money won in these Monday qualifiers. Obviously, if you make it in a tournament, yeah, there's a return on investment, but, strictly Monday qualifiers itself, nothing. It's just you're throwing money away. So, alright, I feel like I didn't really quite connect the point of what I was talking about at the start of the video. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a leap of faith and putting up the upfront cost and work into something that I think has a lot of potential. Just like how I took the leap of faith when I left the country last year. And for you new subscribers, basically what was going on was I was dreading the thought of having to leave the country because of my visa last year. But eventually I just had enough of just dreading the inevitable, and instead I used that tough situation and turned it into something good rather than running away from it. So just like that, I'm trying to change my perspective on this upcoming season and turning it into something that I can use as a storyline. I can use this thing as a way to motivate me to go make something freaking happen and lean into this thing that I've been dreading instead of shying away from it. Also, I thought about not even uploading this video because why even make an announcement? Just shut up and go do the damn thing. But you know what? This way, there is no turning back anymore. I'm making a hard commitment right now, just like I was leaving the country for New Zealand and playing in China. I'm doing the same thing. This video is probably not going to do great with the YouTube algorithm. So guys, just help me out a little bit. Just hit that like button down there for me real quick. Okay, shut up. I'll go back to the video now. What I've been thinking is if I lean into this a little bit, hire the videographer, and get a bunch of videos out that are just kind of showing the behind the scenes look of someone that's kind of like a Korn Ferry Tour, but not the greatest status, doesn't, it's not living the high life here and there. And with the whole living the high life thing, I'm gonna have to try to straddle a line a little bit, because I'm not trying to make this like pro golf thing. I want to try to like help grow the game a little bit. Like, that's not really my goal, but like I don't want to make the game look like grueling and an absolute grind. Like, why would you ever do this kind of thing? But then at the same time, I also don't want to make it look like, oh, being a pro golfer is glamorous and luxurious, and what you see on the PGA Tour is how all of us are. It's not like that at all. So there's a little bit of a line that I need to kind of straddle a little bit. But sorry, this is not a whole lot of cool edits or anything. I'm just me yapping away. But all you guys that are new to my channel, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the video with me and Garrett. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. If this is the first video that you're seeing, kind of a weird first video that you're seeing, but if you're new here, click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys with hopefully a lot more frequent uploads. Hey guys, if you're wanting my help to improve your golf, I put everything I know into my 2 programs here. In this one, I show you everything that you need to see in your swing in order to be a good ball striker, and if you don't see these things, I show you how to fix it. And in this one, I show you the course management knowledge that elite level players use to play good golf, and these are the things that I wish I was told a long time ago. If you want more information, check out the links in the description below.